Are you curious what's new in the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020 focused on airport and scenery enhancements? Then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. This week, and you won't believe it, also 11 new items in this category. And we start with Nuuk Airport, Bravo Golf Golf Hotel, which I also think that we discussed it last week, but I'm just going to go to it again because according to the marketplace, it still is new. So what does it include? It includes the handcrafted terrain elevation, but it also includes the brand new terminal and the 2200 runway, which makes it the most unique and challenging destination of the world. Animated objects are there, detailed 3D terminal, interior and exterior, milled runway and lighting, ILS approaches are there possible, but also realistic ATC tower lighting and its real world matching elevation model. So here you can see some screenshots, which are a little bit small, to be honest, but hey, it's really cool, right? You can see that they completely modeled the interior also, where you can get a coffee or, I'd say, walk around the terminal building. Also, the exterior side has been updated completely. Also, it's a special vehicles, right, to remove the snow. Some point of interest also included, I'd say, and this is really nice one. Unfortunately, not that they didn't include a lot of big pictures, but hey, that's it, right? So, cool one. The next one is Brasilia e Ouro Preto Regional Rail Trees. This is from Dream Scenery. So what they did is they removed all the trees and kept only the photogrammetric trees to make it more realistic, and that results in views like this, right? So more cleaner, but more accurately, according to Dream Scenery. The next one is from Aviation Sim Design. They released the Schoenhagen Airport, Echo Delta Alpha Zulu. It's a commercial airfield in Germany, Schoenhagen, and is developing into the most important reliever airfield for the capital's Berlin's Brandenburg Airport, with around 45,000 movements and almost 300 jobs in 41 companies. So what's included in this package? Of course, the airport itself, and also some highly detailed models with high resolution textures, muddy buildings and hangars with interior, very detailed ground layout based on drone images. Of course, they have the carefully adapted mesh in the entire area, and also the very realistic night lighting. Besides that, they also added some improvements like the taxi lighting. They include now the adapted runway lighting, extensive dynamic animations, the time of weather related changes, animated hangars including, but there are also some static aircrafts. So keep in mind, static aircrafts, you can't do anything with them, but they're static. So here's some more information about it, because there are, say, more things, right? It's not only the airport, but it also includes some heliports, right? The Gross Kreutz, the Hospital Luckenwald, and the EDDB. And those contain animated helicopter shuttle limousines, animated sightseeing helicopters, and there's also a point of interest, which is the Potsdamer Platz. So let's quickly go to the images, because I'm really curious about this one. Here you can see the airport. The airport, you can see that has massively been updated. Also, the interior has been updated, where you can see a lot of details. Also, some people would say coming together. These are the buildings around the airport. A glider. This is likely the interior of one of the hangars, which you can visit, right? So you can also park your aircraft in there. Some other static aircraft which are there. The buildings and the cars parked outside. Some more details. And this is the helicopter which they mentioned, right? So don't count on it that you can fly with it, but it's just there for, say, scenery purposes. And that's with more of those, let's say, both the helicopters and aircraft, right? That's also mentioned in the release notes. But still cool. And you can see that you can also look at the airport in the snow with, I would say, a vehicle which is removing the snow from the roads. So pretty nice, because also on the bottom, let me go to it. You can also see that they added some restaurants and other nice stuff, including the interior of the traffic tower. pretty nice one, this. The next one is Weeze Airport, Echo Delta Lima Victor by SimPixel. It's also in Germany. It's both, I would say, supported for Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. Let's go to the details, right? So these are the details because, or the screenshots, because there's not too much details in the text. You can see a lot of detail has been added to the building itself, including, let's say, localized ground surfaces. You can see refuel trucks. You can see solar panels. It's pretty nice, right? It's the traffic towers in the middle of a solar panel field. Some other parkings. This is the interior of the terminal, also fully modeled. I don't see any people walking, but maybe they have added that, but that's what's hard to say, right? And here you also see that you can have special ground vehicles. Really nice. Then the next one, they're back. The FS Birds South America Central, in this case by Salvo Corporation. So what they did is they added birds, which will make it more realistic to fly. So the area which they covered, in this case Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay and Uruguay, and they have multiple bird types like pigeons, buzzards, eagles, gulls and geese, and they're fully animated, and it will result in something like this, right? So pretty nice. You can also see that if you're coming on the ground, you can also see the pigeons, so pretty cool. Now we've got Project Coastline. They developed Houses 2024, which is in, I would say, different parts of the world based on the description, right? Miami, Rio de Janeiro, Hong Kong, and Skyscraper. And this is what you will get, right? Really special houses. In this case, what it does include? Well, here's some more details, right? 2 luxury villas. One on Raccoon Island, Miami, and one on St. Bartholomew, offering stunning Caribbean views. Then they've got 3 skyscrapers with helipads and accessible interiors in Miami, Hong Kong, and Rio, right? And you can even land on it, really cool. And then you've got enhanced environments in Miami, Hong Kong, and Rio de Janeiro, like Miami Port. They added the container cranes, moving cargo ships and cruise ships entering and leaving the port. And in St. Bartholomew, they added dynamic ship traffic, Hong Kong and Rio for more lively seascape. More houses will be added based on the community feedback. So this is a package which will be updated, would say, on a pretty, say, frequent basis, if I read it like that. So here you can see some screenshots, right? These are the skyscrapers, including the previous one where you could see the helicopter. And a lot of details have been added, right? Including the interior, so you can also walk around in those traffic towers. Or traffic towers. In the skyscrapers. So pretty cool. Also the ships which will arrive and depart. So a nice package if you want to add some more realism to the flight simulator, right? Especially into those places which are included in this package. So pretty impressed by this one. And you get some extra heliports also, which you can land on, of course, if you love to do that. Scrolling down the list, we're finding Pulse simulations. They released Rangiroa Airport, November Tango Tango Golf in French Polynesia. So what did they add? Well, they added this airport, which is used by Air Tahiti and Air Mona normally for multiple routes. To this beautiful airport on a daily basis. So what did they include? The extremely detailed terminal interior, then also detailed custom apron markings, runway markings, parking area markings, and also a lighting system which has been completely customized. And there's handcrafted detail for high quality buildings and other objects. Well, let's have a look at it, right? So these are some pictures which they shared. And you can see that there's a lot of detail on those buildings, right? Unfortunately, the scenery itself hasn't been updated. It looks like that they mainly focused on the buildings. Here you can see some spots, some parking spots, which they likely have added. This is the interior of the airport itself, including people waiting, standing in line to board the aircraft. So still pretty nice. I must say they added a lot of things. Also parked cars, as you can see. This runway where you can really see the usage on the runway, which is always nice to see. This is the aircraft turning around. So a nice one, the Rangiroa Airport, developed by Pulse Simulations. Then we're going back to Dream Scenery. They released the Point Navigator Americas and US state capitals. So a new type of package, I think. So it's now more easy to find the capital cities in Flight Simulator 2020. Besides that, you will get an elevated navigation experience using this Point Navigator, which will simply show where the capitals are. Well, really nice. How it works with the Point Navigator Americas, each capital city receives a visible marker directly in the simulator. So how does it look like? Well, like this, right? You can see it really easy. That makes it so much easier to fly to certain areas if you're, let's say, having difficulties finding them. Of course, you can always use the left menu, right? Because the left menu also shows it. But hey, they made it like this, which is, let's say, easier. Then it is the same thing for Europe capitals, where it shows the Europe capitals. I'm not going to go into detail. Let's say it's nice that they have added this. And likely they also did for other... No, not the rest of the world needs to wait a little bit longer. Because they were busy with real trees. In this case for Rio de Janeiro. They also removed all the trees and kept the photogrammetric trees. Which you can see over here. Right, so you can see the photogrammetric... Well, one more time. Photogrammetry trees, which is more realistic compared to this, say, auto-generated ones. And the same thing has been done for Sao Paulo, similar like in the previous package. So makes it more nice to view this and fly over and watch out of the window. And here ends this video where we looked at 11 new packages. The same thing as for airline or airports. No. The same thing as for aircraft and aircraft liveries, right? Also 11. Hope you liked it. If you're looking for that video, then have a look at the description of this video, because there's a link to that one also. And there's one to go to the missions, because there are also some new missions in the marketplace which have arrived. Thanks for watching and hope to see you back next week.